Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm gonna be showcasing the Ice Shards Sorcerer build, and we're gonna have a gameplay of it in World Tier 2. I am only at level 49, I just leveled up, but when I did the dungeon I was at level 48. I still didn't spec my skill point I had. And I'm going to be showcasing the items and the gear I'm going to be using, as well as the aspects I'm going to be using, and you will see that it's not fully built. I still don't have all the aspects I'm going to be needing, and also the gear is kinda trash. So I'm going to be showing you that, and then we are going to get to the gameplay. Also, I'm gonna be talking about some key points you will need to focus on while you are playing this build. So I hope you enjoy, have fun. So just a quick overview on the gear I'm using. Well, like, the helmet is pretty generic. And on the chest piece, we do have frost scale damage. And we do have an aspect that makes you unstoppable, whatever that means, whenever we are using our ice armor, which is a defensive skill. And on our gloves, it's generic as well. We have +1 rank of fireball, but we are not using fireball. Pants are generic as well. Here on the other side, on the boots, we do have +2 ranks of Frost Nova, and we are going to be using that. And we do have a +1 rank to teleport, and we are also using that. On the staff, and by the way, you should use a wand and a focus on this build. It's just better because on the focus you can get cooldown reductions. You can also get mana cost reduction, which you will really need for this build because it drains your mana like crazy. But we do have a very important aspect, and that is Ice Shards Pierce. You will need that. And again, this is also generic. This is as well. I'm going to be using this just for the resource cost is refunded. And on our ring we have an important aspect here as well, and that is using a cooldown restores 15 of your mana, again because this build eats your mana like crazy. So yeah, we are gonna need that. So this was just a quick overview on the gear we are gonna be using. So let's see how it's gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna be going to this dungeon. It gives you a nice aspect, but it only gives you one of your primary resources. So this takes me back to something very important. So when you are in mid-game in Diablo 4, you want the aspects from legendary drops, because the aspects you get from dungeons are always like the lower rolls you can get. So here for an example, this aspect I got from a dungeon, like from the codex, and it only gives me 15. That's because I got it from a dungeon, while if you get it from a drop, you can get a higher roll. So instead of 15 you can get like 20, 22, and so on. So you really want to get your aspects from legendary drops rather than getting them from dungeons. For the early game you can get them from the dungeons, but on mid game you don't want that. So yeah. Okay guys, so we are in the dungeon and let's see how we are gonna do. As you can see, it's not bad. Like, I will say you will need your ice armor to boost that mana regeneration. You will need to just trigger your ice shards, and also you'll need to have these enchantments. We are going to be using the firebolt enchantment, and also like deep freeze is like my last skill I usually use. It's just so good, and you are immune to damage when you use it, and I'm gonna show you that. And also for defense you can use flame shield. It's pretty good, and ice armor is pretty good as well. It absorbs the damage you get from your enemies. Now this is the deep freeze. Just because my cooldown for Frost Nova was taking too much, I used it. But again, this build like can get you through some good stuff, even though it's still missing some aspects, some decent gear, but it's not doing bad.
I'm not ready yet.
As you can see here, my cooldown is taking too much, and that's why you're gonna need to focus on this build, just to reduce that cooldown duration, which is gonna benefit you a lot. So you would really want to consider doing that. You can see here it's doing pretty well with crowded enemies. Ouch. Okay, that wasn't fun, man.
I lack the needed
Shoo, Spidey, shoo. Okay. Anyways, this is an elite. As you can see, we just zoomed his ass pretty quick.
out of mana once again. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, bad elite. That wasn't cool.
Out of mana once
Okay.
again.
As you can see, I'm always running out of mana. Okay, we got him though. Can you just die, man? As you can see, when I cast my armor, I do be getting some mana regeneration really quick, which is good. So whenever I see an elite, I will just use my deep freeze skill, because it's so good. And also, my Frost Nova. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, you would really want to be careful. Your gear isn't decent. You would want to watch your health bar so you don't die.
I'm low on precious mana. I'm not ready yet.
So as soon as you use your Frost Nova, you would want to use your Ice Armor just to get
I'm not ready.
some of that mana regeneration. Because once you use your Frost Nova, your enemies are vulnerable, so that will just be so good. Okay, why did I think... Okay. Let's get into the boss fight now. So Frost Nova isn't that efficient with boss fights because they do not get freezed, and the build might not do well with single targets. It's better for multiple targets. But to me, it still does pretty well, I would say. So you want to use your Frost Nova whenever the boss gets out his minions.
I'm not ready.
So that's when you want to use it. You want to use your ice armor. I know I'm saying it a lot, just so you can get some mana regeneration, so you can hit him with your ice shards.
I'm not ready yet. Out of mana once again.
Okay, so this boss, I guess he doesn't get any minions, but that's okay, you get the idea. Did that, it hurt a lot. Why are you doing this to me, Khazra Abomination? Just let me finish my video, please. Okay. Wow. I really should be focusing on this. We are halfway there. We are halfway there though. Yeah, let's use our deep freeze. Okay, so our Frost Nova does get him vulnerable, so that's good. He doesn't get freezed, but he does get vulnerable, so you can use that actually. It's not a bad idea after all. You don't want to panic and just heal yourself a lot, because
I'm out of mana.
the health potions do not disappear.
Time to recover.
So it's really fine. And we got him. No legendaries, of course. That is just how bad my luck is. Okay guys, so in conclusion, I would say the build is pretty well. It's decent even with like some scrappy gear. You can zoom in world tier 2, even though I know I'm at level 49, which is like the level you would get into mid-game. You will go into Nightmare, but I'm pretty sure once you reach to level 50 you can still play Nightmare, you can still zoom in, and even with better gear, with the right aspects, the build will do pretty well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some info about the build, and thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos in the future. Adios, amigos.